switch to work visa and then bullshit the school. Hey my wonderful people, how are you all doing? I hope you are doing great. If so, thanks be to God. Guys, this video is going to be a very quick one. In fact, I was meant to do this video a few days back, but I was just not too okay with it. One or two things came up, guys. I'm sorry about that. So what are we talking about today? Guys, for a while now, few days ago, the Home Office, the Department for Education specifically, have been deliberating on something. Okay, they came up with a proposal that the people that are coming into the United Kingdom has increased significantly or dramatically since 2019. And as such, they have to regulate the immigration process to reduce this migration process. And what I'm basically trying to say is that they have been coming up with some ideas on how to crack down on immigration process. According to them, the net migration has experienced a surge lately. In their previous news, they said that almost 136,000 dependents came into the country since 2019. Almost 136,000 people came into the country as dependents from student visas, not the total dependents from skilled worker visas or any other route visa or any other visa category route. No, that's 136,000 dependents came into the country via student visa, and almost 100,000 of these dependents were families of Indians and Nigeria. The ONS estimated that net migration was over 500,000 from June 2021 to June 2022. Although this is partly attributed to the rise in temporary factors such as the UK's Ukraine and Hong Kong schemes. Okay, last year, almost 500,000 students' visas were issued, while the number of dependents of overseas students has increased by 750% since 2019 to 136,000 people. Last year alone, 2022, almost 500,000 student visas were issued. And these students came into the country with high number of dependents. So they also went further to say that people are hiding under this visa route to come into the United Kingdom to work. They are using that as a back door to come and work in the United Kingdom. Here is the paragraph. New government restrictions to student visa route will substantially cut net migration by restricting the ability for international students to bring family members on all but postgraduate research routes, and banning people from using a student visa as a backdoor route to work in the United Kingdom. Guys, this is not nice at all, because you can't be studying in a faraway country and you are not allowed to come with your family. It can be quite devastating to some international students. So I really sympathize with those people that are affected. They also said they are restricting students from transferring from a tier 4 visa to a tier 2 visa before the completion of their studies. If you are a student and you came in as with a tier 4 visa, which is the student visa route, and you now got a job, a COS job in the United Kingdom for a tier 2 visa job, that is the skilled worker visa type, you can convert and just start working. So they also said that students are using this route to come into the country. They are just coming into the country as students, you understand? So when they come into the country, the course they came in for, they will no longer finish that course because they will switch to work visa and then bullshit the school. This will no longer work for you because you must, or you have to complete your education before you can have access to COS. No employers will give you a COS until you finish your course of study. But this is not affecting your normal 20 hours part-time job or so. They said that this is also alarming, so they are stopping students from transferring from Tier 4 visa to Tier 2 visa until they complete their course or until they complete their studies. So if you are coming to the country as a master's student and you have it at the back of your mind to switch to a Tier 2 visa after some months or after a few months without completing your education, you really have to think twice, because that school, whether you like it or not, with this their new policy, you are going to finish it. The government will also review the funds students must have to demonstrate they can look after themselves and their dependents in the UK, as well as clamp down on unscrupulous international student agents who may be supporting inappropriate application. So this paragraph is more to the agents that are supporting these students, that are helping students to migrate into the United Kingdom. So this policy is just out on both students and migration agencies. Okay, taken together with the easy of temporary factor, net migration is expected to fall considerably over the medium term. The changes to student visas strike the right balance in supporting the UK economy. And again, in their other news, they said also that they were having issues with accommodation, family accommodation, because of the high number of people, because of the high number of dependents in the United Kingdom. Obviously, you have to look for an apartment and accommodation for your family. So they are also saying that this was also a challenge for them, or this is currently a challenge for them. So they have to crack down on immigration so that they can get their balance for now. Guys, just calm down. If you still want to come to the UK for studies, I will advise you should still go ahead, And again, let me not forget, guys, they didn't just stop there. According to their new policy now, they have come to the conclusion that they are banning all international students except postgraduate research route visas, except those that are coming in for PhD program, coming in for a longer years course. Okay, if you are coming into the country for a PhD program, you are going to stay for like 3 to 5 years, because that is a long course for you, or a long program. So if you are coming in as a master student from next year January 2024, because that is when this policy is kick-starting, you may not be allowed to come in with your families. You may not be granted a dependent visa to come along with your family members. That is quite sad. Okay, however, fortunately for those that are coming in this September, you are exempted. Are you not a lucky man? In fact, you should change your name to Lucky because you are the last set to enjoy this last policy. You are the last set to enjoy their last policy. Those that are coming in by January, unfortunately for them, will not have this opportunity anymore. Whew, it will just be like it got to their turn and they changed the policy. That is quite devastating. I really feel for them anyways. So these are the things they really came up with. This is the policy they came up with, and it is not so good. Okay, so however, this should not be at the expense of the government commitment to the public to lower overall migration and ensure that migration to the UK is highly skilled and provides the most benefit. Today's proposals to the student visa route allows the government to continue to meet the international education strategy commitment while making a tangible contribution to reducing net migration to sustainable levels. The government has also made clear that the terms of graduate route remains unchanged. Whichever requirement that you need in entering the United Kingdom as a student remains unchanged. Okay. The new reforms will come into effect for students starting in January next year. The government will, however, work with the higher education sector to explore alternative options to ensure the brightest and best students can continue to bring dependents when they study at the UK's world leading university. This is what I have just explained, that this restriction, this ban is starting from, this policy is starting from next year, 2024. Fortunately, the government are still working, okay, to ensure that there are alternative options, okay, to make sure that the brightest and the best students can continue to bring dependence into the country. This is no longer open to all international students. There are some criteria they will check out for to allow you to come into the country with your dependent. So if you fall into the category of the brightest and best students, you may be eligible to come in with your dependents, okay? However, this is not affecting PhD students because their courses are usually longer. They come into the country for a 3 years to 5 years program, and they are already high skilled people. So this is not affecting them. So if you are coming in as a PhD student, good news for you, okay? So they said that the proposal announced today, do not detract from the success of the government's international education strategy, including meeting the targets to host 600,000 international higher education students studying in the UK each year by 2030. Okay, for 2 years running. So guys, I think we'll just have to stop here. The message has already been passed that their new restriction will take effect from January 2024. International students can no longer come with their dependent except they meet some conditions. And this is not affecting PhD students at all because they are already high skilled individuals and they are taking longer courses of about 3 to 5 years. And again, guys, I'm just recapping what I've said. And again, they are on a mission to crack down on immigration. They are on a mission to crack down the net migration. And by so doing, they are also taking measures to make sure that they don't scare international students away from studying in the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom is one of the top universities that is quite attractive to international students. So they don't want a situation whereby students will no longer have to come into the country to study because their dependents cannot come along with them. Instead, they will have to go to countries like maybe Canada, USA to study if they know that those countries will give them, if they know that those countries will allow them to come in with their dependents. So they are also being careful, because they are making some money from these international student route. So they are also be careful not to lose on that side, guys. If you've got a valuable piece from this video, guys, consider to subscribe if you have not done so. Enable your notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my videos. In fact, you will get notified immediately I post any video. And give this video a like. This is a way that YouTube will recommend my videos to other people so that they can also benefit from this content. Share this video as well. I would really appreciate that. And leave your comment below in the comment section. I will be waiting for you right there so that we can have one-on-one chats. All right, guys, I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye-bye.